Hey everybody, it's Eddie J on Crypto for GrowMyBag.tv. I hope you're having a good one. Let's see. It's been nuts. It's been nuts. The first conversation we're going to have is about Mark Cuban. He's been out there a lot. He's been out there a lot. And he freed himself up to be out there a lot. Something else that happened. How did he free himself up? He left Shark Tank. That was a big move. He's been on there for over a decade. He left Shark Tank. And I'm sitting here and I'm just going, that could be a role that he could fill. Smart guy, billionaire, knows what he's talking about, knows what he's doing. That would be interesting to me. Now, what would be even more interesting is the fact that it would absolutely be a big positive move for blockchain and the cryptoverse. Just saying. Just saying, right? I'm getting off a call, just so you guys know, I'm getting off of a call last night about the metaverse, everything that's being worked on. And because I'm a member of the Metaverse Standards Forum, I'm a principal member, which means, yes, I get to vote. I get to help make decisions. The work that this crew is doing, if you only knew what was coming. If you only knew what was coming with regard to metaverse, interoperability, just the level of communication, just the everything that's coming. People ask me, why am I so positive? It's because I've got one thing in my back pocket that a lot of other people don't have, and it's being a member of the Metaverse Standards Forum, right? And the reason why I find that to be important, sorry, my hands are a little ashy, is because it gives me insight into everything that's going on. And that is a very big deal. Because while others are just sitting on the sidelines, waiting and all that good stuff, I get to see the work that actually happens, the building that actually happens, the thought processes about interoperability and how we can help each other achieve certain goals. It's amazing. It's amazing. The people that, I sit alongside come from the largest companies in the world. I mean, the largest companies in the world. It's huge. It's huge. So that's why I'm actually positive, because I know what's coming. I know what's coming because I work with the best. I am lucky to be able to work with the best. I'll put it to you like that. What they're doing is special, it's important, and it's awesome. You're gonna want to be involved. The level of gameplay, the level of maneuverability between worlds, it's going to be amazing. I start to tell people, go watch the movie Ready Player One, right? And you'll understand what I'm talking about, because that's the metaverse. Go watch Ready Player One, and you see how smoothly and easily they walk between different worlds. That's what we're talking about. That level of interactivity, that level of interoperability, that level of gameplay. Not even just gameplay. I mean, real things happen. Anywho, we got more news. So when I look at Mark Cuban, I sit there and I just go, that could be a wild choice. A wild choice. A great one, in my humble opinion. Now, something else that happened, BlackRock. BlackRock has seen the most inflows in over a month. Now, a few days ago, I was telling you how the stablecoins stack up, right? Tether is number one. At that point in time, it was $114 billion. It's now at about 119, 120. It's quickly approaching that point. Then you have Circle at 33.3. Now it's above 35. You have DAI. I don't know the number of DAI off the top of my head like I do the others, but I would assume that it's up. That said, I want you to think about what that means. That means that there are a lot of people out there literally sitting on cash, sitting on dry powder, waiting for the right opportunity. I was asking a question last night. I said, I wonder why the market's not going up. We have all this good news. We have all this good stuff going on, and the market's not going up. It's because people are still sitting on the sidelines. That's really why. People are still sitting on the sidelines. So they're waiting for a FOMO level interaction before they do anything. And I'm sitting back and I'm going, that's going to be a problem for them waiting that long. They'll make money, but not the same kind of money as that they would make compared to if they got in now. Then let everybody else hit the FOMO. That's why I'm telling all my listeners, all my subscribers, yeah, I'm in it to win it. I get some money, put some away for bills, put the rest in investments. Why? FOMO is going to kick in. Everybody's calling it Uptober, right? That's cute. Nothing's really supposed to happen until 2025, 2026. We have a long stretch. A long stretch. So I'm sitting back and I'm just going, yeah, I'm gonna be buying as much as I can, as often as I can. Just buy. Because I'm looking at news like BlackRock reports, the highest inflows in over a month. Then last night I also reported that BlackRock has been buying up Bitcoin and Ethereum like it's going out of style. Like, wow. So yeah. And don't forget, there's only 450 Bitcoin made every day? It's scarce. It is scarce. And in the United States, so China, even with their bans, China still mines about 55% of the world's Bitcoin. The U.S. is next with 40%. Although the U.S. is gaining. U.S. needs to pick it up. Our government needs to get involved in that. Like, seriously, you want to print money? There's a way to print money. Earn it. Earn it. Right? I'm still, and last night I also reported that, the SEC is calling mining machines, computers that you use for mining, calling those securities. The machines themselves. I am blown away by that. Blown away. Do you know what that says? I think it's a slippery slope because they're saying you're literally creating something of value. Or you're making something, or this creates something that's supposedly of value. Wait a minute. What you're mining, is it of value or is it not? What am I mining? You don't know what I'm mining. Well, maybe you do know what I'm mining. I'll tell you what I'm mining. I mean, I don't personally mine anything, but I'm saying the miners that are out there. I'm not talking about the big companies. I'm talking about the little people that are mining little things. SHIB, Doge. Minting, mining, same thing. In this case. And I'm just sitting here and I'm just going, what are you talking about? What are you doing? So that means if I use my computer to print a document because I think that document's going to be worth a lot of money, what does that mean? If I use my computer to create artwork, does that mean my computer is a security? It means all of the computers I have in my home are securities. And I know I'm oversimplifying a little bit there, but that's really where they're going with that. Have you lost your mind? If I write a computer application and I expect it to make me money, does that make my computer a security? Or is it because the computer itself, hands off, can do the work? Like, what? And a judge agreed. What? How? I need somebody to break that down for me. So any of my attorneys out there that know about this, I'm happy to have you on the show so you can sit with me and break that down. I have a problem. So any crypto attorneys out there, please reach out to me. I'd love to have you on the show. I need you to break that one down for me. That's nuts. That is absolutely nuts. And I'm not following that. I just can't get it through my thick skull. Then there was another report. A while ago, I had done a report on failed airdrops. Well, not failed airdrops. I did a story on failed meme coins. It's like 96% fail. There's another report out by KeyRock. what's the name of it? KeyRock Trading. And they're saying that over 50% of airdrop tokens drop 50% within 15 days of that airdrop. Hamster Kombat had an airdrop. There are a lot of coins that had airdrops, and I'm sitting back and I'm going, within 15 days of its airdrop, they fall. I would like to see a follow-up to that report that says, of the 50% that fall, here's the number that rise again. That's kind of what I want to see. That's kind of what I want to see. Because I find it all to be interesting that, you're airdropping and then you drop 50%. Like, yeesh. And I would like to know how many of that 50% totally fall off, right? And the other airdrops, how much do they rise back? And then I should talk to KeyRock Trading. That would be an interesting report for them to run, because obviously they're doing the work, so they have access to certain data that they'd be able to see now. And we all do. If you really wanted to track that, you could do it yourself, but they seem to be digging in, so I'd like to talk to them about it. So you have the fall off. How many continue to fall? How many come back? And how long does it take for them to regain that price from which they actually fell? In other words, what would be their, how long for them to achieve their GMBX factor? That's what I'd be interested in finding out. How long does it take for them to get there? Some of these projects that are doing these airdrops, Hamster Kombat, I've heard it it's a mad fun game, right? So I'm just wondering, is it a cycle? And then here's something to overlay on top of that report. It would be, so now that you have, how long it took to come back, is it affected by newer airdrops? Because that would mean that, people are moving from one place to another because they want to get the airdrop. Are they migrating based on airdrops? That's what I want to know. I'd like to know how many players, there are like 300 million players on Hamster Kombat. How many players remain with Hamster Kombat after the airdrop, after release of the token, after listings? How many stay playing the game? I'd like to know that. So KeyRock Trading, if you're listening, I'd like those reports. Reach out to me. We can have a little discussion about that. I think it would be interesting. I think it'd be very interesting. VanEck reports that Solana could be better than Ethereum. I disagree. I'm just saying what the report says. Give me a minute. I'm getting there. So supposedly it's better than Ethereum and Solana could see $330. I'm sitting back and I'm going, every time I read a report that says this coin is going to be better than that coin, or this coin is better than that coin, it's going to overtake that coin, and blah, 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 blah. You want to know the one thing that I think they all have in common? I think it's the fact that they all sound like as if the other coin is just sitting there doing nothing. Sitting there doing nothing. So for Solana to overtake Ethereum, it would take a lot. They haven't even reached half, the 50% mark yet. And again, you have to say to yourself, it's because they're moving faster than Ethereum, right? Okay, cool. But then you have projects like Polygon that are about to be used for tokenization, real world assets. And I sit back and go, that's also over Ethereum. Everything that Chainlink's doing, also over Ethereum. Just saying. Don't write off Ethereum just because you don't hear Ethereum's name. You know what I mean? And there are going to be a lot of people out there who say, oh, well, it's those projects. It's not Ethereum itself. And I'm sitting back and I'm going, but that's how Solana looks at it. And then I keep saying that there's a gremlin in Solana, and that gremlin's going to poke its head out. So even if it hits 330, it's going to drop almost 50% because of the gremlin, and it'll have to fight to get back to where it is. I like Solana. I think Solana has potential. I think Ethereum has more. I think Cardano has more. I don't hear about, gremlins in Ethereum. I don't hear about gremlins in Cardano. And Toncoin only has one gremlin. They need to grow faster. They're already saying that when Hamster Kombat drops, we could see network problems. That's what they're saying already. This is Toncoin. We could see problems. And I'm sitting back and I'm going, you guys need to step it up. I don't know what you have to do, but you're going to have to step up your game. You need more validators, you need more this, more that, but you need to grow that network. That needs to happen. That needs to happen in a major fashion. So I'm just sitting back and I'm just listening to all this stuff and I'm just going, there's still a lot of positivity. Competition between coins, healthy competition, by the way, healthy competition. And I'm just sitting there, I'm just going, yeah, there's some really cool stuff. We need to pay attention. We need to pay attention. And we, more than just paying attention, we need to use this information to our advantage. I hold several bags because I do my own research. And I share my research with you. Hopefully that you'll take the research and you'll sit there and you'll go, oh, let me go verify. Trust, but verify. Right? When we do our lives at night, somebody will say something and I'll be like, hey, I don't have it. I'm still doing the show. Can somebody look that up for me? Trust, but verify. And our live at night, and I say our because it's the community's live. That's when the community gets to interact. The only thing that has more interaction than that is when we have our big bagger meetups. And those big bagger meetups are video conference calls, private video conference calls. We're going to be having them every month. Every month. Something on my lip. The next one is October 18th. That's a Friday. It'll happen at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We should be able to have a lot of people on that call. A lot of people. If you're looking to become a big bagger, I would suggest you do so before October 18th so you can get in on that call because it's going to be awesome. Our first one was awesome, and I think we're just building from there. It's going to be great. Shiba Inu. I think it was Rick Ritchie, I think it was you, that brought up that Shiba Inu might be talking about, and he caught the whisper before I did. This is what makes the community so freaking great. So he was like, listen, she, S-H-I, it's either she or shy, I don't know how to pronounce it. I'm thinking she since it's Shiba Inu. They might come out with their own stablecoin. She. Along with additional Shibarium development. And I'm sitting here and I'm all for it. All for it. Shiba Inu is the Shiba Inu team, the Shiba army, not playing games. I keep telling people, stop calling it a meme. Stop calling it a meme. It's got a whole ecosystem right now. And it's big and growing. Have you seen the move that SHIB has done? SHIB was all the way down to like 10, 11, 12. It's up at 16.8 right now. Let me give you the real number. It's at, pardon me. It's up to 17 now. Woof. Like, wow. Remember when I said USDC was at 35 billion? No, it's at 36 billion now. And we'll get into numbers. You know what? We'll get into numbers in a little bit. But yeah, you look at all these things and I just sit there and I'm just like, wow. We should be paying attention because the market uptick is about to happen and it's going to be nuts. It is going to be nuts. Something else that happened, Telegram suspends wallet services in the UK due to legal regulations. I don't know. We're going to see. We're going to see because people are thinking, well, does that mean that they're going to have to drop their crypto related services? No, they're not. They just need to comply with the UK, and that'll be it. And it'll go away, and that'll be fine. Nobody really wants to get rid of Telegram. It's not a thing. It's not a thing. You want to use Telegram. Governments around the world want to use Telegram. I'm just saying. So I'm looking at that and I'm just going, it's a temporary block. It's temporary. I think it'll come back and it'll be just fine. Just a matter of time, right? It's just a matter of time. Also from last night, I touched on the idea that after the Fed rate cut, what did we see? We saw an uptick. We started seeing money come off the sidelines. You saw an uptick of mortgages by about 20%. The reason why I bring that up is because the same reason why I'm bringing up the fact that you have a lot of money sitting in stablecoins right now. Just saying. Just saying. When I tell you that Tether number, you're going to be like, wow, that's nuts. That's nuts. Right? You have family offices with money sitting on the side. A Citibank report comes out and says, hey, family offices really interested in crypto. Really interested in crypto. You have a whole bunch of companies coming out and doing a whole bunch of stuff for high net worth individuals, institutions like Gate.io just came out with a whole bunch of stuff to make it easier for them to on and off ramp money, do OTC transactions. I'm just saying, there's a lot going on in the space that we should be paying attention to. A lot. So when I sit back and I look at everything, I'm just telling people, you should be paying more attention. You should be paying a little bit more attention to things. Anyway, you know what we should do? That's right. We should get into the numbers. So let's go do that. All righty. So today's Thursday. What do we have going on Thursday? Durable goods orders, GDP numbers, a lot of Fed speak. Powell's going to be giving opening remarks. So you got a lot of Fed speak going on today. A lot of Fed speak. Fed presidents. I mean, you just have a lot of things going on. So it's going to be interesting to hear what people, what they actually wind up saying. The fear and greed index is back down to 50. Yesterday it was at 59. Okay. Not mad about that, actually. Basically, total value locked is the same. It's about the same as yesterday. It's at 95.453 billion. Not bad. I need it to be above 100. We need to fight to get above 100. Just saying. And then look at Doge, SHIB, Pepe, Floki. Look at that big block right there. And again, these numbnuts are putting Floki, putting SHIB into that space of, oh, it's a meme coin. It's not a meme coin. It's not a meme coin. Doge, meme coin, up to 11 cents. That's a big move from 10. That's a 10% move. Just think about that. Just saying. Then you have Pepe is up. SHIB is up. Look down here. Floki is up just a little bit. Stacks is up. I'm paying a lot of attention to Stacks, Injective. Those are ones that I'm paying a lot of attention to. WIF is another one that I'm paying attention to. In terms of just coins that I think will skyrocket higher faster than Bitcoin when they start hitting, right? And what I would do is take advantage of those coins going up so quickly to buy more Bitcoin. There's a reason why. XRP at 59 cents, Cardano at 39 cents. What? Quietly. Remember, it was just a little while ago, it was at 30 cents. Quietly hit 33. It started eking up like a penny here, a penny there, dropping back down. It's at 39 cents. Wow. Don't sleep on it. Sui at $1.70. I think that's a steal. I might buy some more. I might just buy some more. BCH is up. BNB is up. I'm just telling you, let's just look around at what's going on. When I look at these numbers right here, let's zoom in a little bit. So again, the 200-day moving average is adding support. We dipped down below right there. right? But what do you see? You see us coming back. You see it coming back right there, right? Because there's the 200-day. You can't really see it when you draw that line all the way across. You can see it starting to peak out right over here. That's what I'm talking about. 200-day moving average is acting like support for Bitcoin right now. That's mad interesting to me. Mad interesting. So as I look at everything, I'm just sitting here and I'm just going, there's opportunity. There's opportunity. And we're starting to tick up again. We're still traveling within my blue band, which is 57,655 to 63,719. That's still within my blue band. But look at how much money you could have made if you'd have just followed that. And this has happened for a while. We've been moving within a certain line laterally for a minute. And now, right now, we seem to be on an uptick. I'd like to see that uptick hit 69,355 before I have any hopes of us approaching 73,750, which is the all-time high right now. Do I think we could do that now? Oh, we could. We could. Let's see what October looks like. October is going to be interesting. I'll tell you that. October is going to be interesting. Very, very interesting. All right. Then if you just want to look at the numbers going across the board, here's what you're really looking at. Things are going up. Ethereum, 15% on the year to date. Bitcoin, 52% year to date. BNB chain, 91% year to date. I look at those year to dates and I look at all the numbers tracking back to 1 hour. Why? It helps to give me a rhythm of that coin to see what am I going to do with that coin? What can I do with that coin? Look at this positivity for the past, across each one. Very, very low. That means it was in the red for a while before it broke out. Remember, these are traveling numbers. They move with you. But yeah, there's a lot going on there. All right. Let's go over here to the GMB Crypto Tracker Top 25 Losers. We drop off right here. Everything else, yeah, we hit -1. Those are coins that are just moving sideways, basically not doing anything. Right? There's nothing here. Nero, people are talking about Nero. Okay, cool. But I'm not digging into Nero. It's down 6%. It's got a GMBX factor of 0.22 because it's relatively new. It's not something I'm paying attention to. Everything else is just moving sideways. All the rest of this is moving sideways, which means the bulk of everything is on the positive side. So you look at the positive side, and you've got some with double digits. It was just kind of cool. So when you look at the GMB tracker, crypto tracker, top 25 winners, even WorldCoin is up, and I'm not feeling WorldCoin, but it's up 17%. GMBX factor of 4.51x. Shiba Inu is up 15%. GMBX factor of 4x. Obviously, I think you can do it with Shiba Inu. Right? So I'm going to wait for a pullback, and then I'll dive in and get some more. I buy some like every so often. I just buy. Just get it. Go get it. Am I worried about buying at this level right now? No. Because the market's still down. The market's still down in my book. Layer 0, this is a new one that people are talking about. Not that it's a new project, but it's a new one that people are talking about. 13% up with a 0.15x GMBX factor. Dog with Hat up 12%. It's got a 1.17 GMBX factor. Injective, I told you, is another one that I'm paying attention to. Up 9%. GMBX factor of 1.25. These are things that I'm paying attention to. Beam, GMBX factor of 1.37, up 9%. Pepe, up 8%. GMBX factor of 0.88. Yeah, I think we can make some money here. There are a lot of things right here that says I'm going to make some money. Ondo and Osmosis. Ondo is up 6%. Osmosis is up 7%. Osmosis has a GMBX factor of 16.98x. Do I think it can do it? Not really. Do I think it can have a healthy X factor? Yeah. But I'd have to sit down and do some math on that. I don't think it's going to hit 16.98 though. I could be wrong. I just don't see it. Ondo, 0.81 GMBX factor. Right? I mean, all the rest of them, all 6% ups. Book of Meme, Theta Network, Bonk, Athena, Brett, all 6%. And within those, Theta network is at 9.55x. Athena is at 3.49x. Book of Meme, 2.66x. And again, I do not use the GMBX factor by itself. That's not what I do. I use it to help me hone, my technical analysis. It helps me say, well, I'm going to do a technical analysis on all of them, but I'm going to start with these. I'm looking at the sector that they're in, the use cases that they have, the upward mobility that I think they're going to have, the activity within their own communities, that kind of stuff. What's going on with the builders? Just all of that makes me goes into my algorithm, and that's what I pay attention to. Anyway, everybody, this is Eddie J on crypto for growmybag.tv. I hope you like what I'm doing. If you do me a favor, hit the subscribe button. We got a lot more coming. Also, become a GMB member at growmybag.tv/sign up. Why? Because we've got more coming, and it's going to be great. You're going to see us in a lot more places, I promise. Anyway, everybody, have a good one. Bye-bye.